I mean, so long as the timing is universal for every time they rip up their one Basara, then yeah, it should be pretty doable. I don't remember. I don't think the timing's that tight.
It's that they have variable attack patterns because, you know, different weapons, different courses of attack.
Oh yeah,
they're not all going to be the same. But it's not that difficult, and most of the time you'll usually end up getting it anyway.
There it is.
Great, now all of my problems have coalesced into one.
So what the hell is Yukimura doing in this time being then? Because he never reached out to form an alliance.
I think we technically did that way earlier on when we went through his stage. Or at least they had dialogue together when we went through Yukimura's stage earlier.
In predictable succession.
What's wrong, Yoshitsugu? Tell me.
It seems that the
Masamune, thank you, Captain.
And the villainous Ieyasu,
But
it seems they have
you'd think this would be the worst thing from from Mitsunari's perspective. He's like, cool, I can kill two birds with one stone. Which also, I guess I just completely forgot about Ieyasu in the meantime.
To victory. You understand, Mitsunari? I shall never be defeated by you.
Together. Now they work together to taunt me. What more can these villains do?
Give it a minute, Mitsunari.
Seize the moment, Mitsunari. Now is the time to unleash.
So this is actually the last level, though?
Of course.
Yeah, this is the last stage, and this stage... Well, you're gonna remember this stage from past... No, thank you, not today, good sir.
Every situation, that feels like it's a bait and switch to go take on a certain other man.
Yes, which we're not going to be dealing with that until almost the tail end.
Yep.
But to give a brief nondescript descriptor, towards the end of one of every character's routes, you're given the opportunity to deviate from the main course and extend your run an extra 2 stages. And we'll deal with that later. We kind of have more pressing matters to deal with.
What's that texture jutting out from the stage? Oh, okay. That just looks really bizarre.
Now, this stage might actually give you flashbacks.
I feel like I know what this is going to be. Is this the one where, like, you held a combo of, like, 10,000 hits with Ieyasu under the slowdown time?
No. That's something we're going to see later, but no, that's a completely different affair.
Dragon Summer. That's a fun name.
So, Mitsunari, you really think I need
get up
a
there.
reason to kill you?
For the sake of the suffering across these lands, I'm ending this here
Bring
and
you up there.
now.
Oh, you can get on top of the thing. Cool.
Yep.
As long as the two of you still draw breath, my soul can never know a moment's peace.
Cool.
Taking a nice look around.
Once again, that upscaler really coming in handy.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. You'll still be able to see them, but there'll be a lot lower detail, and it doesn't look supremely fantastic as is, but you know, it's just cool being able to see all of these details out in the distance.
Yeah, also, wow, I'm looking at the structure of the stage, and damn, it looks like you're definitely on the defensive for this one.
Kojiro, do you see what
Yeah, this stage is the motherest of fuckers.
Starting with the Kojiro battle, fun. I'm going to take it there's probably like 12 bosses in this stage.
But such an act wouldn't change.
4 of them, and one of them is the worst one ever.
Oh, goody. Also, I didn't notice this before. Kojiro's eyes light up.
Yep.
That's interesting. Doing work. Answer not appearing in this game. Fucking shame. This is like literally, what, the one single Basara game he's not playable?
He debuted in Basara. He wasn't in the first game, actually. He debuted in Basara 2.
Oh, okay.
Because in Basara 1, Masamune is actually, instead of being a party guy, he's actually depicted almost Yakuza-like, actually. Just without a person to call his right hand. He doesn't get his right hand Kojiro until Basara 2, but he's an NPC in that game as well. He doesn't make his playable debut until 2 Heroes.
Just parried out of the air. God, that was cool.
I love that attack.
So this level seems, what's the word I'm looking for? Dubious, I guess is the right word. Because you got a whole bunch of units already flocking around you. And I'm going to hope this isn't one of those ones where you just swarm right for your mother base.
No, they don't do that quite. Ironically, actually, they're the ones on the defensive, and they're very good at it, as you're going to see momentarily.
Oh, goody.
Hey, wait a minute. That door there, that has the sonneted coin symbol on it.
Indeed.
Again, those details you only notice when you're not actively playing the game. I never noticed that before.
Fair enough.
I know why that's there, because there's a variant of this stage where you play as Masamune or Ieyasu going through it, where the final boss is Yukimura instead. But I would think that if you're going to have different bosses, you would alter the symbolism.
Fair enough.
So I am promptly running the fuck away from Tadakatsu.
The reason why?
You don't remember Tadakatsu?
No, I know what Tadakatsu is, but is he actually going to be able to do that much damage to you?
Yes.
It's by max stats? Damn. Or not max stats, but pretty fucking high stats.
Yes, because he has, outside of Oda himself, he has the highest attack stat in the game.
Ooh.
Can stun you very easily. And if you get into what these games call a duel, which is a clash, you are going to lose it just about every time. And when you lose, you take extra damage. So what a lot of stages do is they offer methods. You can either fight him head-on and just take care of him outright, or they provide an alternative method where you can either power him down so you can kill him without issue, or do something in the stage that kills him without you needing to go after him. They wouldn't put those alternate methods in if he wasn't the semi-hardest boss in the entire game.
What so?
This is the... So, peek behind the curtain. We actually tried to record this game once 8 years ago.
Yeah, I was thinking about bringing it up, but I didn't know how exactly to go about it without being a non sequitur.
It didn't go well, and I was being an asshole probably the entire time, being very overbearing. This was the worst of it because this was a stage that we died on twice and had to redo the whole thing before we finally got through it.
Yeah, I remember something about that.
That recording never saw the light of day, and for a damn good reason. Also, we were still using Dazzle at the time. But, yeah, it was a nightmare. And like I was saying in the Mitsunari Red Rat, like I said, adaptive difficulty. Even if you have 2 master players, the game does adjust for that, and Tadakatsu is still a bastard.
I mean, you could probably beat him, but that just seems like it's be way more work than it's worth.
Exactly. It's not that you can't beat him, it's that it's so much of a struggle that you're likely to die anyway. And if you don't, you'll have worn through almost, if not all, of your healing resources, and when you finally get to the proper bosses, you're basically fucked.
Yeah.
But he's chasing you through the entire stage, and you're just trying to take care of the 4 primary towers, because when they do, they activate a weapon capable of destroying him.
The giant fuck-off cannon, I imagine?
Yes.
Nice. Oh.
So...
Fuck, there goes two of his bases.
So this is... I'm going to be running around for like 5 minutes plus trying to get all the bases and running with him in the process. I will say up front, it's not graceful, but you do what you gotta do.
Pretty much. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, there's not a chance they're going to be able to take over the bases, is there? And, well, with Tadakatsu at your back, I guess that kind of answers that. Ew.
Yeah, it's no stretch to say that this is easily one of the probably top 3 most difficult stages in the entire game, especially with how they get you into a loop of running back and forth.
It doesn't even. It's also one of those bullshit hard things too, where it's not even hard in the necessarily, like, in the usual like timing, reaction, stats kind of sense. It's more so in one of the hardest just in terms of like just patience and just hammering.
This is definitely a battle of attrition. Tadakatsu was hammering away at that one base for like a minute, and then just now he just left it.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. But that's
Capcom's also kind of bad about making these kind of very fucking long levels in their action games. What's an example in Devil May Cry 4 you'd probably know offhand? I mean, the last level before you fight Sanctus in DMC4 isn't terrible, I guess.
If you mean the fight with the giant, then I actually like
no, I love that level.
I
mean the one where you take control of Nero and you have to like roll that dice and like.
Oh yeah, that okay, that shit's annoying.
That's bad.
When you're
but there's actually worse in Devil May Cry 3 where in one of the levels you have to constantly shift a. You have to find three items in order to activate an elevator, and the only way to do that is to shift the tower like multiple times without a real map to like figure out where the fucking items are. And the second, like the equivalent of that level I just mentioned in DMC4, in DMC3 it's essentially like a boss rush. Not like the traditional sense. You can just like do 3 or 4 fights and you're done, but it still kind of fucking sucks. Especially where I'm at with the very hard difficulty. Oh hey, sound, yay.
Yeah, Capcom is also definitely known for their repetitive game design as well.
Honestly, DMC 3, 4, and 5, well, okay, 5, these levels kind of suck, not gonna lie. But DMC 1 still takes the cake with the worst levels of it, though, once you get past, once you break into hell. Ugh, God, those levels.
Having to fight the 4 main boss characters 3 times each.
Yeah, not even just that. Trying to platform utilizing the archaic, like, Resident Evil 3 controls, but just without tank controls and being able to jump. Ugh. I like these gauntlets. They're really fucking cool.
Yep, this is his level 6 weapon. Say his hard mode weapon.
Yeah.
And the little ridiculous looking.
I get like almost a Zelda vibe with them.
Kinda, yeah. Also, this is his generic intro, which means that Mitsunari has almost no interest in Ieyasu even being here. He's still more upset about Masamune insulting Hideyoshi.
That's actually hilarious.
So like, you really got your priorities in order.
Yeah. This is really the run where Mitsunari fucks everything up.
Yeah, the alternating paths can either be a little boring or it can be very interesting, way more engaging than their primary ones. I'll say that's true of Mitsunari and maybe Masamune, and definitely Yukimura.
Wait, yeah, I just said something interesting. Though the mighty samurai is gone, his mighty spirit lives on in my heart. Wait, is he referring to Kojiro there?
He's referring to everyone who dies on the battlefield.
Oh, okay.
He's referring to them as an entire class of people.
Okay, it just sounded like one person, but alright. And deja vu. Let's see how many blood tears we get from this one. Oh, level's still going on, so who knows?
Oh, Ieyasu is just a footnote.
That is amazing to think about.
I know, right?
In a manner of speaking, you can always say this is the good route where Ieyasu does get a purpose in life other than, where Mitsunari gets a purpose in life other than just wanting to kill Ieyasu.
We're gonna
now
see
he also
him,
wants to kill Masamune.
Oh, he has a reason to live this time, and we'll see it momentarily.
Yeah. Hey, so when are you gonna break out of that other special attack, the R1?
R1 is... you only have one R1. In this case, it's the Vortex move. He has... every character has 3 R2s. In... Mitsunari's case, he has a Getsuga Tensho, the Decapitation, and a special one. I am actually saving that special one for the extras, and you are going to die laughing when you see it.
Okay.
So I'm leaving that one as a surprise.
Yes, I find you guilty.
But in general, for most characters, I find one that works the best, and I just tend to stick with it. Creature of habit, maybe, but I go with what's efficient.
No, I just figured you were probably going to show off before the end of Ieyasu's regular routes, but alright. I guess it's being saved for something interesting.
On your shoulders.
Really?
I said it from the start. As a successor.
Yeah, I'm just listening to this singular cutscene where seemingly Masamune has his mojo back, to put it one way. And even at full capacity, I still don't think Ruben is that good for it.
Yeah, I could definitely be a lot better in the performance. I know Ruben's capable of better.
Yeah, we've seen what he can do when he's actually working a character he knows.
Yeah.
Even before Devil May Cry 5, we've seen him, for example, doing his little stint with Agnes.
Yeah, the only thing that sucks about that, as I said before, is that in DMC4 you don't really get much from Dante outside of just smug uncle, and that's about it.
I mean, being real, only like 2 of the games actually give him a fully defined character.
Yeah. 3, he does have a fully defined character, but because it's PS2 era, the performance is still kind of downplayed, and it's unfortunate.
I'm completely honest, I don't think Capcom would get good acting in their games until the 7th generation. And depending on which Capcom games you're playing, that's still arguably debatable.
Still tenuous, yeah.
Did the acting ever get good in Resident Evil?
Apparently what I define as good acting differs from what other people think is good acting. Because I'm like, people think acting at RE8's corny, but I'm just like, well, it's a script that's corny at sometimes, but the acting great. What the fuck are you guys talking about? Okay, so the acting in 4 is phenomenal, but it's still trying to play off as like a sort of action movie parody. Like you can definitely tell like the guy who made Devil May Cry still has his fingerprints on Resident Evil 4, which is not a bad thing, and by any stretch of the imagination, it's just definitely still there. 5, I think Roger Craig Smith does pretty good. Yeah, I would say there's nothing like outright bad in 5 outside of one character voiced by Yuri Lowenthal that can eat shit. 6, unfortunately, goes the opposite direction and takes itself way too fucking seriously. I don't like Matthew Mercer as Leon, I'm sorry.
Hold on, pay attention here.
To whom will you be trying to prove your might?
It's obvious. To the world. I will extend Lord Hideyoshi's will to the ends of the earth.
Uh-oh.
I will finish out his works, and he will be immortalized.
Mitsunari wants to invade Korea again.
Oh boy. Good luck with that, my dude. Yeah, dodge the hurricanes, and good luck getting all your people to survive the trip. Just saying, it's not a good idea.
Yeah. You have to read between the lines on that one to know specifically that it's Korea, because the actual lines just say he wants to extend the Toyotomi's influence on the entire world, but
Yeah.
Hideyoshi only ever attempted to dominate Korea specifically. That's the only one he was able to attempt to attack before he died.
Yeah, it would be a different shoguns of Japan who would try to take on like China to literally no avail. But actually, wait, I feel like one might have won China, but I doubt it.
But hey, at least this time Mitsunari has a new lease on life. He's not completely devoid of purpose anymore. At least he has something to work towards.
Hideyoshi has
Yeah, now he could continue the shit show that was Hideyoshi's poor
A
decisions.
new advancement! A new advancement!
Yep, we go in Korea. Oh boy.
Maybe it's a good thing the timeline ends here.
I think you might be right. Because otherwise, we it would probably be a little culturally offensive for a Basara game to actually feature trying to take on Korea. That would be a little bit weird. Although, just getting wiped out by a hurricane on the way in would probably be even more funny. And probably be a funny party, too. Well, that's a perfect way to end that off on.
Well, that has been Mitsunari. My favorite, and probably one of the best characters in the game. And from here, we go forth into new experiences.